Jen here, and in this video I'm going to share with you the one thing you must do to shift any situation in your life and be seen by others in the way that you want to be seen. And I say that you must do, but it's actually less about doing and it's all about being how you be. So the one thing that you must do or be to shift a situation in your life. So if you're in a situation, it could be anything, health, relationship, business, whatever it may be that is not your desired outcome and you want to shift it. Or if you feel like you're being seen by others in a way that is not how you want to be seen. There's something within you that is projecting that out and creating your reality. So there gets to be a shift within you to shift your outer reality. And so the one thing that you must do is shift how you're showing up, shift your way of being. So let's take, for example, you're dealing with anxiety. Okay, you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, anxious, and you'd rather not be feeling that way. You'd rather not be showing up that way. You see how it's affecting your relationships and your daily life and your quality of life. So the preference would be to not show up in that state, right? So what do you have to do? You have to shift your way of being internally. And this is where our power comes in. The power is within us to choose who we want to be, who we show up as, and how we show up. So how would someone that is not stressed, not anxious, not overwhelmed, how would they be? Who would they be? How would they show up? So they would be calm, they would be peaceful, they would be at ease, they would be confident, they would be secure, they would be trusting, they would be powerful, right? They'd probably be loving and joyful and magnetic. Like people would be drawn to them because of their energy, okay? So that is step one. If you're being perceived or being seen by people in a way that you don't want to be, or things in your life are not creating the desired outcome that you want, then something in you gets to shift. And you get to decide, you get to look inward and say, okay, this is not what I want. What is it that I do want? Or how do I want to be seen? And who would I be if I were seen this way? Who would I be if I felt this way, right? So I was listening to a teacher that I've listened to for a long time, and literally I've listened to the same video over and over and over again, and something about it this time just really was like a light bulb. I think I heard it a different way or something, but she said, if I want to be seen in a certain way, but I don't think I'm being seen that way, then that is a lack and scarcity mentality. And lack and scarcity mentality just creates more of the same. It is not a state of being that is in a creator state or manifestor state, or it does not come from a place of power. It comes from a place of kind of force and grasping and wanting and clinging and not having, which creates more of the same. And so that really, really hit home for me in terms of, okay, so this requires an inner experience. It's within me of deciding who I choose to be, okay? And so that's where you get to start. And some things that you can start asking yourself. One, who are you choosing to be? Are you stepping into being magnetic? Are you stepping into being confident? Are you stepping into being successful, whatever that means to you? Are you choosing to be powerful? Are you choosing to be loving? What's the way of being that's really speaking to you? Who do you get to step into? And then what does that look like? So let's say that you are choosing to be powerful. You're choosing to own your power. You're choosing to stand in your power. Maybe in the past, you've given your power away. Maybe in the past, you've been a victim, been in a victim mindset. Maybe in the past, you've been a doormat. Maybe in the past, you've put everyone else's agendas above your own. Maybe in the past, you've been a people pleaser. And a lot of that can contribute to anxiety as well. So now you are choosing to be in your power. You are choosing to own your power. You're choosing to stand in your power. You're choosing to be powerful. What does that look like? What does that look like? Because this is what forms your self-concept, your identity, your self-image. And everything that you believe about yourself, how you identify, who you identify as, is exactly how you're going to be seen. It's exactly how other people are going to see you and perceive you and receive you. It's exactly what's going to be reflected back to you. Okay? So, as someone who's choosing to be powerful, what thoughts would you have about yourself? What thoughts would you have about yourself? You'd be thinking that you're confident, that you're loving, that you're bold, that you're courageous, that you're unstoppable, right? What else? What thoughts would other people have about you? So like, how would other people see you? People would be drawn to you. People would listen to you. People would respect you. People would love to be around you because you've got incredible energy, right? And how would you feel? How would you feel as a powerful person? As a powerful woman, as a powerful man? How would you feel? You would feel bold, you'd feel courageous, you'd feel confident, you'd feel worthy, perhaps. You feel free, you'd feel joyful. And then once you've identified who you're stepping into, who you're choosing to be, and how that version of you would think and feel and respond and show up in the world, and how other people would think about you, then you can start practicing being that. And you start feeling into that. You can start walking around in the world that way and literally create a new identity, a new self-concept. This is the art of transformation. And the key, one of the keys, many keys to transformation, but one of the tenets, one of the foundational principles of transformation is self-responsibility. So that self-responsibility involves doing the inner work on yourself to create the change in yourself that will then reflect in your reality. It's getting out of victim consciousness, out of victim mentality, which I've talked about in other videos. You can go back and reference. It's getting out of that low level state of blaming your situations or whatever on things not being the way you want them to be, and being responsible and knowing that the change starts within. The change starts within. So I invite you to practice this, to use some of the questions, to start reflecting and connect with the vision of who you get to be and choose to become that person, because it's already within you. You just get to choose it and then practice it. All right, so like this video, and I also invite you to click the link in the description below to access my free library of resources, because there's some incredible breathwork resources and other holistic healing and self-care resources for you that are gonna help you activate some of that clarity and begin to reprogram your subconscious mind to release those ways of being that aren't serving you any longer and begin to step into who you're called to be. All right, until next time, bye.